from a tree limb near Palmdale City Hall. The lead sheriff's homicide investigators says the search to find additional information about the death of Robert Fuller is ongoing. Let's go to KNX 1070 Speed Demetrio.
The assessment of the coroner is Robert Fuller hanged himself early in the morning of June 10th. Sheriff's Lieutenant Brandon Dean is heading up the investigation. I asked him directly if they have found any information or any evidence that would indicate this was anything else but a suicide.
Homicide investigators as well as representatives from the coroner's office went out to the scene, obviously. There was no signs at the scene that there was a struggle, whether it be the scene itself and the surrounding area and the ground, or on Mr. Fuller himself, that he was involved in any type of physical altercation.
Now, after the preliminary findings of the coroner were made, a more complete autopsy, including full toxicological screenings, was done today. They're awaiting those results, and they're also looking to see if there are any psychological factors that may have played a role in Fuller's death. Live at Sheriff's Homicide Bureau headquarters in Monterey Park, I'm Pete Demetrio, KNX 1070 News Radio.
A state superior.
Did y'all hear that? Body of a young black man in his 20s was found hanging in a tree near Palmdale City Hall. Today is Friday. Today's Friday. It's Face Your Fear Friday. Freestyle Fresh. It's the vlog. It's the VlogKast. Today's Friday, June 12th. Friday. Today's Friday. This happened Wednesday morning, and I just found out about it about an hour ago. A friend that lives out of area asked me, how I felt about it. I didn't know about it. So I did a quick Google search, and the first things that pop up on an iPhone anyway are mostly social media posts and links to YouTube. And almost all of them were posted today, Friday. For example, it was Kim Kardashian tweets out justice for Robert Fuller. That's a hashtag. I guess you can look on Twitter to get more information about it. But it seems like it hit the wire, the news wire today. Friday. Over 48 hours after it happened. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Yesterday I was talking about, keeping the peace and the harmony. There's people lined up outside the gun store. I told a little anecdote about me diffusing an incident has been dramatic, but I was in the bank and a black gentleman was irate, and I stepped in. I just wanted to, I gave him a pound, gave him a little dap. I said, man, just peace and love, bro. I hope you and your family are flourishing. That's pretty much all I said. And it's clicking now. I would imagine if he was aware of this information, if I was aware of the information, I wouldn't have been so surprised at his level of frustration. I don't have much for you today. I don't have much. I'm going to be investigating and looking into it. It says the official reports that I'm seeing say apparent suicide or what appears to be a suicide. think it almost doesn't matter if he was killed or if he suicided himself. And I don't mean that it doesn't matter. I mean that the public's perception of the event likely will not be changed by a report stating one thing or the other. The first article that I read from the local newspaper said something to the effect of there was an update or a change, and at the bottom it said that many readers not connected to the incident have been calling in, stating that there was foul play and that it was not a suicide. That's not even the headline today. The headline on the front page, the local paper: deputy shoots suspect to death. This happened in my town, in Lancaster. 60-year-old adult black male refused to comply with orders and was shot by Los Angeles County Sheriff deputies. And this was the result of deputies responding to a domestic violence call. Just trying to process it in real time. You know, the moment that I got the news, I was tending to my children, and they were upset that their grandma was leaving, so they were kind of emotional. My wife was at work supporting some kids that were graduating, and so it was a chaotic moment where my loved ones were not all in one location, and so I jump into, you know, Papa Bear mode, make sure everyone is safe. And, you know, I barked some orders at my family. And I basically said, you know, get home now. I don't care what the city says. We have our own curfew, and we are going to stay safe. And we're going to hunker down, and we're going to research, and we're going to find out what's going on in our city. At this moment, I thought that the incident happened just now or today, at that moment. But it happened 48 hours ago. And I guess I'm feeling the one of the unintended consequences of unplugging from social media, specifically Facebook, is that I may miss some, community alerts that I need to see. It's tricky, man. It's tricky. I'm very fortunate to have several close friends just in life. And I'm even more fortunate that I've got a handful of friends that are more or less on the same page, right? We're brown-skinned men with children, and we're in a committed interracial relationship. So that dynamic, there's a lot of similarities and a lot of things that we can share experiences, insight, and what have you. I broke this news to a couple people that were also surprised that they didn't know about it. How did that not reach my awareness? How did that not hit my It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, what's my plan? What is my plan of action? Besides the obvious, keeping my family safe and sound. What do I plan to do? Well, I plan to meet and shake the hands of the law enforcement, the peace officers in my neighborhood. That's my plan. I'm gonna meet them, shake their hands, get to know them, and make a new friend. Because everybody in a neighborhood, everybody on a street has something very, very fundamental in common, and that is the safety and well-being of our families. And anything beyond that is TBD. That's to be determined. Okay? And I encourage all of you to make a new friend. Face your fears. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Make a new friend. And give your body and your mind, your spirit, and your family the things that it needs to fight the disease. We got this, y'all. We good.